The End League is my first superhero book, and it's basically my attempt to do a big fantasy story with a lot of different archetypes of some of my favorite superhero characters. It's nothing, you know, I'll give you the Hollywood pitch, and it's Lord of the Rings meets The Watchmen. Now, it's not as good as either of those things, but thematically, those are the things that we're merging together. It's the last 8 superheroes on Earth in a world that's been overrun by villains, and they have to find the hammer of Thor in order to save everything. So in the same way that Lord of the Rings was the quest to get rid of the ring, this is their quest to find the hammer. Basically, it's kind of predicated, it's built upon the idea that if you gave 1 in 1,000 human beings superhuman powers, the world would be an atomic wasteland within about 6 weeks. You know, I guess I don't have a lot of faith in humanity, but so that's what's happened in this world. And as more and more villains and people became, you know, self-indulgent and decided to turn for selfish purposes, they wiped out anybody trying to be altruistic or you know, heroic. And then the situation that these last, you know, good-hearted, you know, heroes are trying to fix things. The first issue, we meet Astonish Man, and Astonish Man is he's a Superman archetype basically. And we discover that even though it's not public knowledge, that the state of the world was in fact his doing, and that he's bearing a lot of guilt. And, you know, it gives him an easier motivation than just, I want to do good. He's actually caused the event that made the world an environmental wasteland that it is. So his motivation is, before he dies, to try and at least see that things are going towards a direction where he's fixed it. Some of the other major ones are Black, who is sort of a Batman archetype, and Black is basically, he's a human who's you know, he's part Iron Man. He's a bunch of different characters. He finds the Magnificents, which are the superheroes in the series, to be the cause of all of humanity's ills. So even though he does work with them, he's the dark, mysterious outsider character. In his arc that's taking place in issue 3, which comes out in a few weeks, we start to learn that his motivations might not be entirely heroic. They might be more, well, I don't want to give too much away. Yeah, that actually would give away the next 5 issues. Yeah, all right. So for a third character, we've got Soldier American, who also, I think the fun thing about the book is that you think you know who the archetypes are in the first few issues, and you think you know what you can expect from them, but obviously I'm not going to just write a trite, boring, hey, look, it's an archetype of, you know, an American soldier from World War II. There are twists and reveals for every one of the characters that also have a major impact on the overlining plot. So I hope, you know, as people read it, they'll find that everything that they think about who they're looking at is probably going to be something else.